Hello, good afternoon. I want to talk today about our work and our work ethic. This is something straight up I will tell you I struggle with. I struggle with being tired, maybe not always feeling my best. Depends on how well I'm eating. That dramatically impacts how I feel and my energy levels. But in general, there's an important concept I heard a few years ago, and I wanted to share with you guys. It is not a concept that's mine or that I said or anything like that. It was actually on a video that I seen probably back in 2000, and it was about the Amish, and it said that a Amish proverb or something like that was, the more you work, the more you are able to work. And I've never forgotten that. I think it is a very true concept. It is one that I see true in my own life. The more I sit around, the more I feel like I have to sit around. But the more I push to get something done, even though I don't feel like it, the next day it's a little bit easier usually. Now there can be times where you overextend and maybe you push too hard, and the next day you're absolutely exhausted, whipped, and you just have to do nothing but rest. Maybe you have like an autoimmune disorder like fibromyalgia or something like that that really kicks your tail. I'm not addressing those situations. I'm only addressing just a person with basic regular health. But sometimes you do have to push yourself to get a few things done, and then you find the next day you're able to do a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And that's a concept I myself am really trying to work on, because I feel like, especially through the winter, I noticed I sit around so much, partly because I have to, being a homeschooler. We tend to sit at the table because it's the way we have to do things. It's necessary. But I need to get up and do things more frequently too. If I sit around too much, I start to hurt and I ache, and then I want to sit around. If I don't go and push myself to go down the stairs to change the laundry, then I don't want to do it, and then it just snowballs and it gets worse and worse, and that's not good. But if I push myself, then the next day I feel just a little bit more able. And I think this is true with exercise. If you see, it's an observation I've made on that show 600 Pound Life. Not that I really recommend. There's a lot of stuff about that show I don't know if I would recommend, but for someone like me who struggles greatly with weight, I think there's some nuggets in the show. And a major observation I've made is once somebody loses their mobility, getting that back is almost impossible. You have to really fight and push to keep it. Like, for weight loss reasons, I know a lot of stuff is about diet, but yet there's still also a portion that comes down to those muscles and what you do, that there's always going to be a factor of the more you work, the more you're able to work, and the less you work, the less you're able. And you can go past, I think, a point of no return with that, and you have to be crazy careful not to ever get there. And that's something I deeply fear, is ever getting there, and I don't want to go there. I really don't. So here in the past few weeks and months, I have been pushing to do more and more and more. Yes, I have found more free time in my day with my kids getting a little bit older, and they're a little more self-sufficient at some things, and they don't need me as much. I need to be nearby, yes, but a lot of times they're doing their own little thing about the house or whatever. And I found myself last winter a lot sitting around like, I really don't have anything that I have to do right now. Yeah, there's cleaning projects, but I don't feel like doing them. But I want to be fruitful and productive. That's part of my personality. I want to be fruitful. And I'm looking for something fruitful to do, but then I didn't feel like it a lot too. And I don't like that. I don't like that about myself at all. And that's just me being honest and real with you guys. I don't like it when I'm not fruitful, and I don't like sitting around and being a lazy bum. So I decided I'm going to change that about myself. I want to push more, even when I don't feel like it. On those days I don't feel good. Not to say that I do it perfectly every day, because I don't. I definitely have down days. I definitely have more. I'm just too tired to deal with certain things, or I'll put laundry aside or put that aside. I'm working on that. I'm trying to do better with it, but I feel like there's so much I can do a lot better at, and I'm trying. And I want to encourage you guys to try with me, get out there and get stuff done. Even if you don't feel like it, push and do the best you can. I know that, like I said, there's going to be health issues that some people have, and only you know your capability. You and God, nobody else. I can't judge you, and no one else can judge you on this, because no one knows what you feel like. I totally understand that, and sometimes we may look fine on the outside, but not be fine on the inside. Only you know. But it's between you and God. But I would encourage you to look inwardly at yourself and examine, what can I do? Do I have it in me to push a little harder? That way maybe tomorrow, maybe I can do that plus one more thing, and then plus one more thing, and then so on. Because quite often I think, at least I find myself, that if I push, I can get a little bit better. If I get maybe one habit, emptying your dishwasher every morning, or whatever habit it is, get used to that thing, and then add one new thing and one new thing, and before you know it, maybe some things will get in line more like you want them to be. I feel like the current state of my home, I am not happy with my housekeeping. I'm not happy with it. I want to get better, and I want to get more efficient. I have a lot of things that I'm adding, and things that I'm trying to do better. Like, I've added my YouTube, I've added my blogging back, things that it just felt too overwhelming to me before, but I'm trying to get back to them. I'm adding sewing back in to Sewing for the Public. I am aware and very cognizant of the fact that I can get overwhelmed very quickly, but in the same turn, I know deep down I have time to do things if I manage my time efficiently and well. And I think a good Proverbs 31 woman and wife should manage her time efficiently and well. I definitely need to get better, and I'm hoping that I will do so. And if I keep pushing myself, and the more I work, the more I'm able to work. And I just wanted to talk about that and be honest with you guys and tell you, you know what, not perfect at all, not remotely, but I am trying and I am pushing, and I hope you guys can push with me and do it with me, and get out there and just strive to be better homemakers and do whatever it is that you're doing for the Lord, and get it done and be efficient with your time that He's given you, because the time He gives us is so precious. And sitting away and sitting on your rear scrolling Facebook or doing whatever, it's just not efficient and not fruitful, right? So let's be efficient and let's be fruitful, and do it one little bit at a time each day. Have a blessed day.